am probably one of the single worst people to ask for like actual investment advice, actually. So similar to how when I left JP Morgan, I had basically just planned to burn all my savings to start my next phase of life. When I left NerdWallet, um, I knew that I wanted to build a new life and a new career for myself again. And I basically invested 80% of my net worth in uh in like high risk illiquid assets. And with the exception of like buying a house, everything else was, I mean, because that's illiquid, but not, maybe not as high risk. Everything else was just high risk illiquid investments. I invested in VC firms, I invested in, or VC funds, I invested in startups, a few like kind of hedge fund ideas that were related to the fintech ecosystem, um, and basically leveraged the little bit of capital that I had to build the network and the track record and the reputation and everything that would eventually go on to helping me start a fund. So I've always just viewed capital as a tool. I think largely because I didn't grow up with any money. I don't have like an emotional connection to the money. I feel like if I'm not using the money to do something important, it's not relevant. Um, and so my whole thing has always just been to like take the money that I have. And I mean, now I have kids and stuff and I have to think about it a little bit differently, but I'm still much more aggressively invested than any financial advisor would ever advise you. I think for your average person off the street, like just stick it all in passive ETFs and don't think about it, because the problem is you're not going to think about it most of the time. And you're not going to outperform the market if you're not spending 24 hours a day thinking about the market. And frankly, you probably have much more interesting things to do with your time. Like I had a buddy texting me over the weekend that was like, um, should I invest? Like, I'm going to sell some of my startup equity. Like, what should I do with the money? Valuations seem really high. Like, do I invest it all now? Do I wait? Do I put it in Wealthfront for the tax loss harvesting, or do I put it in like a Vanguard target retirement fund? And I was like, look, dude, everything that you're describing is basically like an optimization. All that matters is like put the money somewhere. Like at the end of the day, like the extra basis points you're going to earn here and there, like not going to change your life. So like, if you're worried about the valuations and it's going to like keep you from sleeping at night to just dump all the money into the market today, like just do it in phases over time, like invest a little bit at a time. Like it's more about managing your psychology than managing your money at the end of the day. So like do whatever's going to help you sleep at night. Just put it in whatever's easiest to manage. Also, like if you have to have accounts all over the place that are doing like tax loss, all this other stuff, and you're just trying to like clip a few extra basis points, just find a cheap Vanguard place and just stick it all in there and don't think about it again. Like that's honestly the best thing you can do. I think most people punish themselves by thinking too much about it, because you either like stress yourself out, impacts your life, or you make irrational decisions. And so the best thing is just like do whatever, manage your psychology, rather than thinking about your money.